Hey guys, this is Adam Gussow in Oxford, Mississippi. Today I want to give you a lesson on something that rarely gets talked about with harmonica, but it's really cool and it's important, and that is playing softly. Now, I've got a B-flat harp here. It's a Hohner Marine Band, so B-flat. Why B-flat? Well, I like it. It's a little bit lower than a C, so if you don't have a C, you're not going to be able to play along, but maybe you'll be able to hear what I'm doing anyway. So what would slow playing sound like? What would soft playing sound like? Slow playing would be like me trying to play at home this morning at about 6:15 in the morning while I was getting my kid ready for school, and I know my wife is sleeping in the next room. Sometimes you got to be able to play real low. Now, obviously, when you're playing softly, you have to have control. So the first thing is you actually have to have a lot of strength. This is a fairly stiff harp. I love marine bands. This particular one's a little bit stiff. That's actually good. It's good control practice. So can I take that two-hole draw, which is what I just did, and can I bend it down half a step at a time? My hand's doing nothing, it's just sort of changing the sound a little, but I can do it like this. Too far on the first one. Let's see how soft I can play and maintain full control and get the bends exactly right. It's pretty tough. Five-hole blow. Notice that I've still got the groove going on, so it's important when you play quiet. There's a kind of papery sound. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a kind of papery sound that you can get when you're playing real low. Could be tongue blocked, not tongue blocked. I can play let's say the 4 draw. I'll play it tongue block. Those were all tongue blocked, but I can play it, say, make the same sound. That's lip pursed, tongue blocked. Lip pursed. So you should be able to do it both ways, I think. I like to slide down on those octaves a little bit. Now, a little bit of hand motion, very useful thing to have. Now, dynamic range. Why play softly? Because the difference between playing softly and shouting is your dynamic range. So if you can pull it down, now this is not a trivial lesson. If you watch a guy like Buddy Guy play, he knows how to take it way down. Take it so low till I can smell it, he'll say. bring the whole band way down. And that's because if the idea of blues instrumental performance is sometimes to sort of mimic the way that feelings actually move, strong feelings, well, sometimes strong feelings are just simmering. They're under the surface. That's why the control thing is important, why you actually need a lot of strength to play softly and still make it sound bluesy, right? And that's the key thing, is if you're going to play softly, you still want to make those blues pitches work. So, normal volume. Oh, I don't like that sound. That's normal, okay? Now see, same tempo. Let's see if we can do the same tempo. This isn't really going anywhere. It's just trying to convince you that if you haven't ever thought about playing soft, here's a case. Here's where my training in playing soft came. I was traveling on a train in Europe, I think, maybe it was a bus, many years ago, 25 years ago, and I didn't want to annoy people. Actually, I was one of those crazy harmonica players that actually I played in an airplane. And so I was so obsessed, I had to play while the plane's flying. Now, these days you wouldn't do that because they'd punch you out, somebody else would have it on video, then it would go viral, and it would be Adam Gussow, University of Mississippi professor and harmonica player, arrested for disorderly conduct and thrown off of Southwest Airlines. That's how it would work. But back then, you could do crazy things like that. I've heard that Howard Levy actually sometimes plays on airplanes. You've got to be really obsessed. I've been there. I've been there. So, of course, you want to have your hands cupping everything in. That's what I was playing this morning. Actually, I was playing honky-tonk. That's a different lesson. So I think we'll end this now, but I'll come back at some point in the not-too-distant future, and I will play. I'll give you a lesson on how to play honky-tonk style, okay? See you down the road. Bye-bye.